Hey, welcome to your daily tarot reading for April 10th. Take a moment and decide which card you feel most drawn to today. Is it card 1, card 2, or card 3? So take a deep breath in and out and let your inner voice tell you which card is calling out to you today with its message. So take a moment, and then we're going to flip the cards over and get started with our reading. Okay, so if you chose card number 1, we have for you today the Four of Cups. You might be feeling very introspective today and contemplative. You might be feeling a little bit emotionally withdrawn, or maybe even a little bit dissatisfied with your current circumstances, a little bit apathetic today. When this card shows up, it's urging you to look within for answers and opportunities. So you might be really feeling drawn to do that today, to be a little bit withdrawn so you can think about what you want to do next. Think about possibly an opportunity that's being offered to you and what you want to do about it. So take some time today to meditate and reflect on your inner desires and your aspirations. Be open to new perspectives today as well, and possibilities that might be presenting themselves to you, even if they're not entirely obvious, or if they're not what you kind of think you want. There might be something that is being offered to you that doesn't feel like the right thing. Take a moment to really inspect that offer or that opportunity. There might be something there that you're not seeing completely yet. Sometimes the greatest gifts come when we least expect them, when we're just sitting back, reading our book and minding our own business. We're not grasping for something or trying for something. That's when weirdly opportunities can come along, like kind of gifted to us on a silver platter, so to speak. There might be something like that comes in for you today or this week when you're least expecting it, some kind of opportunity that could actually be really good for you and leave you feeling a lot more satisfied than maybe you have been recently. So stay really receptive today, and you might discover this renewed sense of purpose and fulfillment based on this offer. I do see you kind of tucked away today, trying to just kind of mind your own business and like read your book and find some quiet time. And I think you're encouraged to do that today, but also remember to remain open to possibilities as well. Be emotionally withdrawn, read your book in the corner, fine, but allow yourself to connect with yourself and think about your aspirations today as well as part of that quiet time. Think about what you want to do next that might pull you out of, if you're feeling like you're in a bit of a rut or apathetic lately, what can you do to open yourself up to some fresh perspectives as well? And sometimes a little solitude and isolation can be just the ticket to get us out of a rut, where we get to really connect with our true desires and get in touch with our own minds. And that might be the key to opening up some fresh new perspectives to you. But it looks like there's something coming in for you that you're not quite seeing clearly or fully yet. Just remain open to it. If you chose card number 2, we have for you, the sun. Always love to see the sun show up. So this is here to bless your day. It wants to shine its radiant light upon you. It wants to illuminate your path today with a lot of warmth and vitality. This card is really about joy and success and abundance in all aspects of your life. So you might be feeling a lot of clarity today and optimism and newfound energy. And I'm getting that sense from this card. It's kind of this renewed optimism. When I was just looking at it, I'm sensing that, or I'm reading this as this foreground of the card as these planets and the zodiac symbols being kind of frozen in time, and the sun is coming in now to warm things up, to unfreeze some kind of situation and start moving things forward. I'm getting the sense that's happening for you Today, you're going to be feeling a lot of optimism that's going to really propel you forward in whatever projects you're working on. Things are going to start to feel a lot more clear. You're going to be more enthusiastic and optimistic about whatever it is you're working on. So embrace this positivity and allow it to uplift you. You're encouraged today to really express yourself freely and confidently as well. Trust in your abilities to embrace the opportunities that are coming your way. Sometimes when we have multiple opportunities coming in, it can be a little bit overwhelming. This card is saying, yes, tap into your confidence and your optimism. Share your happiness and blessings with others today as well. If this Sun card is blessing you today, pass that blessing on to other people around you. Really make an effort to compliment other people, to encourage them and lift them up as well, because this energy is really contagious. So spread it around a little bit today. So there's going to be a lot of blessings and opportunities for you today. So seize them with enthusiasm and gratitude. If you chose card number 3, we have for you the 9 of Swords. This is indicating that you might be feeling a bit of anxiety or worry or fear today. You might find yourself a bit overwhelmed by negative thoughts or things that you're concerned about. You might have even had a little bit of insomnia or restless nights recently. And it's essential to acknowledge those anxieties and address them rather than allowing them to consume you. This is really a card of nightmares where you're up all night or disturbed in your sleep all night with anxious nightmares, and then you wake up and you're still stuck in this anxiety because there's something in reality that you're quite worried about that most likely caused these nightmares to happen. So it's when that happens, it's time to really take a step back and examine the root cause of your worries. And remember that most of what you fear really exists only in your mind, and things might not be as dire as they seem. The Swords is really about mental energy. So as threatening as this card looks, it's really important to remember that these are mental constructs in a way. There might be something very real that you're worried about, but chances are you've built it up a bit more than it needs to be, and the anticipation or worry about it is much larger than what the actual thing is. So practice self-compassion today. Seek support from loved ones or a trusted confidant if needed. That's a really powerful antidote to anxiety, is just talking about your anxiety with someone that you really trust, because often that person can help kind of talk you down and say, you know what, I don't think this is going to be that bad. And then you're like, you know what, you're right. So there might be some element of needing to have a conversation about whatever is causing you anxiety. That's really going to help you find solutions. And today, really focus on finding those solutions and taking practical steps to alleviate whatever it is you're worried about. Because by confronting this head on, you can begin to release this grip it's holding on you and move towards a more peaceful state of mind. When I was just talking here now and looking at this card too, I was noticing these jewels in the swords on the handle and at the top of the shaft there. And I don't normally see those as eyes. I read them as jewels normally, but I'm seeing them as eyes in this reading. So I think there's maybe something that you're anxious about that involves a lot of people watching you or judging you. Maybe you're starting a new job, or you have to give a presentation or some kind of public speaking or something like that you're feeling quite anxious about. And that's definitely something to be anxious about. None of us find that easy, or maybe some people do, but most of us find that prospect of speaking publicly or starting a new job or something where there's going to be people watching you and kind of making judgments. This is saying this is probably you're making it a lot worse in your head, and it's time to confront those fears head on and just do the thing. And once you're doing the thing and afterwards, you're going to be like, wow, that was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. I actually kind of killed that. So I see that you're going to be moving past this once you confront those fears head on. So that is your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope whichever card you picked resonated for you. Thank you so much for being here. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.